Hi everybody, sorry for the delay today. But I was gonna do it right when I was supposed to do it, but then I had you guys take care of your mental health, so I was doing that. So that's why the reason I mentioned that is because I missed the first 15 minutes of YNR because I was on the phone. So, but I caught most of it. Okay. All right. I'm going to tell you the gist of it today. Let's see. Well, Billy and it's funny because Billy and Sally and Adam and Chelsea are having problems in their respective relationships due to the other one. Meaning, Billy is convinced that, let's see, no. Adam is convinced that Chelsea is thinking about Billy, and Chelsea is convinced that Adam is thinking about Sally. Now, I don't think this is true, but this is what they thought. Okay? But that adds another layer into everything because you have to remember that the relationships that just formed are fairly new. Um, if you want to get technical about it, Billy and Sally started dating or seeing each other sooner than Adam and Chelsea, but Adam and Chelsea were kind of building to it for the longest time because I'd say even before the thing happened with Connor where they had to come together as parents, they were always trying to come back together. It was a matter of how long it would take because I saw it anyway that when they would talk to each other, they could talk and communicate about stuff that their respective partners didn't understand. So that made them have a bond on top of being parents. It's not about the being parents or not. It's just that they always had this extra bond that they could never really get loose of. So it's kind of funny, but when everybody is talking about, oh, well, Chelsea and Adam just got back together, and it's like, yeah, but they were leading that way the whole time, so not really surprising. Um, okay, but as far as the Billy and Sally relationship, which is, I don't know, they haven't said they're boyfriend girlfriend. They said they're having fun and they're good for each other, so they're at that stage. And honestly, I don't really think they need labels, um, because sometimes you don't need that. Sometimes it's just like without having that. So I'm in that camp. Okay. So let's get to the interesting stuff here. Um, Well, okay, I got to go back to yesterday a little bit, not as far as storyline, as far as fashion. Uh, Somebody was wearing a top, and on top of it had a see-through. I think it was Sally. I love that top. Okay, that's an aside. Okay, so the storylines. Somehow, Victor got wind about Abbey Communications before Billy could officially launch it, quote unquote. And I use the quotes because launching it means just saying online that, hey, there's a new company and creating the buzz yourself. So he wasn't able to do that. So he was a little upset about that. So then after that happened, he felt he had to take control and he called Sally for help about what to do next and how to go about it. And then what's interesting is they talk on the phone and Sally says, I'll be right over. So when I say be right over, I mean, 5-10 minutes, I'm there, right? Apparently, through the magic of television, it was not 5 or 10 minutes because in between Sally's supposed to get there, Jack heads over to Billy's house and he rings the doorbell. Then Billy says, "Come in, it's open." So then he comes in and it's Jack. And I'm thinking, why is Jack there? Jack is there to tell Billy that uh, Victor found out about the company beforehand. So he was already kind of telling Billy something he already knew. Now, I don't know. Of course, I have two ways to look at it, which is number one, okay, maybe he's trying to be supportive brother, meaning Jack is maybe trying to be supportive of Billy. I mean, obviously, besides financial support, okay, but also, um, I couldn't help but think that, like, why do they think Billy doesn't know anything? I mean, honestly, it felt like Jack was acting like he already knew something that he was pretty sure Billy didn't know or something. It was weird. It was just, that whole thing was odd. And let's see. Then we had a scene with Victor and Jack, which, okay, now this is also like a personal opinion here, but I think that Eric Braeden and Peter Bergman love to act together because they always give each other some stuff because they've had a rivalry for at least 30 years, right? And whenever Victor can say something to get under Jack's skin, he will. So I find that interesting. And then Victor declared again that he doesn't want his granddaughter to have anything to do with Jack's son. Again, so we know where he stands. I mean, I knew it the second he said it. I was like, he's really serious about this. So nothing new there. Okay, the thing I didn't like about today's um, episode was Phyllis. Okay, they showed Billy calling Phyllis's phone again, apparently, and not being able to reach her. And so he says something about call the people you love first and then call me. Okay, then afterwards, they go into, well, do you think Phyllis is a good fit for the company? And do you think she's really committed? Because I don't know, because I can't reach her. I'm like, why doesn't anyone give Phyllis the benefit of the doubt? I mean, part of me understands it a little bit as to her history is, you know, she is a little bit fly by the seat of your pants, off the handle, that kind of thing sometimes. But in this case, she's trapped with Sharon. Okay? But nobody knows that. But here's the divide. Um, Sharon's family acting about it versus Phyllis's family acting about it. Now, Phyllis's kids are really worried about her and concerned. Okay, that I understand and that I completely applaud. However, everyone else around Phyllis is like, oh yeah, well, Phyllis is gone somewhere, but we don't know where she is, but not to where they're worried about her at all. And I find that very disturbing, number one. And then also number two, I find disturbing that they blame her because of her absence without giving her any benefit of the doubt whatsoever on anything. Whereas Sharon's family, from day one, they've been worried about her whereabouts and they've been wondering where she is. And they got, well, uh, Summer has the detective boyfriend on her side looking for her mom. But I mean, Sharon has had people worried about her, looking for her, the whole time. Only they're kind of dumb because they finally just come together yesterday with the maybe they went together without their without agreeing to it, you know. But it took him forever to get to that point. I'm like, come on, wake up. Ugh. So yeah, there's your difference right there. So, all right, bye everybody.